Hi, my name is Wendy, and I'm from Seattle. My parents always spoiled me. Yay! I'm a unicorn! I loved unicorns and sweets. Our sweet girl. When I was 12, I was coming back home from my favorite coffee shop when I noticed something. Oh, you poor thing. The kitten is in perfect health. I've given him all the shots he needs. Can we keep him? Of course you can, sweetie. But first, we need to give him a bath. Look at you. You're so cute. I'm gonna call you Donut. Do you like it? In 4 years, Donut turned into a fat fluff ball. He lived up to his name. As for me, okay, it wasn't that bad. As I grew up, I started gaining weight. It was probably all the sweets I ate, but it didn't bother me. Donut, sit down. Now crawl. You're the smartest cat in the world! There you are! We have great news. I was promoted and got a bonus. We're moving. Our new house was in a different neighborhood, so I had to change schools. My parents had a housewarming party over the weekend, and Mom's older sister came for a visit. The layout's not bad, but you need to change the curtains. They absolutely do not fit the color scheme. I think they look good. Who adds raw garlic to stew? I can't taste anything but it. We like it that way. Have I mentioned that I'm a relationship coach now? I have dozens of satisfied clients. Wendy, if you ever have a crush on someone, remember, I'm always ready to help. My aunt chatted incessantly. I wanted to go to my room. Luckily, Donut was a perfect partner in crime. Come on. Ugh, take it off me. I'm allergic to cats. The next day was my first day at the new school. I hope I'll like it there. Aren't you leaving today? My house is being renovated, so I'll be staying here for a while. Do you often eat pastries for breakfast? No wonder you have a weight problem. I don't have any problems. You need to monitor your daughter's diet. While my aunt and my mom were arguing, I slipped away. When I got to school, a cool car drove up and stopped next to it. The driver's door opened and OMG! Have you ever seen a guy as gorgeous as him? Ouch! Chad, you're literally a knockout. When I walked into the classroom, I only saw one empty seat. I had to sit next to a guy who looked like a goth. I'm Wendy. Edwin. The class began. I was staring at Chad when I suddenly felt something crawling down my arm. Ah, the snake! Edwin, how many times have I told you not to bring these things to school? They're not things, they're my pets. Look at the new girl. I think she's gonna faint. Come on. That's how we all reacted when Edwin brought his monster to school for the first time. Don't forget what I told you about improving your relationship with your husband. I don't really think we need help with that. I'm a brilliant coach. You can trust me. That evening, I found Chad's social media and I stared at his photos. I really want to DM him. I'd never been self-conscious about my looks, but Chad was surrounded by gorgeous girls. I felt like a clumsy behemoth compared to them. Do you think I should do it? Okay, I've got an idea. I created a new account and used a photo of Donut as the profile pic before texting Chad. Why did I do that? What if he doesn't text me back? Oh God, that's him! Chad and I spent the whole night messaging each other. We turned out to have a lot in common. Wendy, you look like a panda. It's probably anemia. You need iron supplements. My dark circles will scare everyone away. I should put on makeup. Chad and I kept talking at school. What are you doing? That's none of your business. At recess, our classmates surrounded Edwin. Were you bitten by a vampire, or were you always like this? His dad works at a cemetery. I wouldn't be surprised if it turned out they lived in a crypt. Get lost. I noticed that Chad wasn't laughing along with everyone else. It made me respect him. We're going on a camping trip this weekend. Sign up after school today. At first, I didn't want to go, but Chad signed up, so I put my name on the list too. Mom? Dad, I'm going camping. When I was your age, I went hiking all the time. I know everything there is to know about camping. Wendy, write down my invaluable advice. Oh, spare me. I wanted to leave with Dad, but I had to stay and listen to my aunt out of politeness. The camping trip turned out to be harder than I had expected. I can't take this anymore. Look, the losers are trailing behind. That evening, we set up tents and built a bonfire. Who do you keep texting? A girl. She's very cool. I turned red as a lobster and quickly turned away. That night, I had to get out of the tent to pee. On my way back, I suddenly saw 2 red eyes staring at me out of the darkness. Is that a freaking wolf? Careful. Oh, it's just a fawn. You okay? Yeah, I was just a little scared. I looked at Chad and my heart started pounding. I'd almost reached my tent when I saw Edwin. Where is he sneaking off to in the middle of the night? I thought about calling out to him, but decided to go to bed instead. In the morning, I was woken up by loud voices. My money is gone! I brought all of my pocket money with me! Are you saying it was stolen? Don't be ridiculous. The money must have fallen out of your backpack. When we were driving home, Chad texted me again. He wanted us to meet. I'm afraid you won't like me. Nonsense. I already like you. It doesn't matter what you look like. Chad sounded very convincing, and I gave in. I'll meet you at the school party. Hey, wait. What do you want? I know you've been texting Chad, but he's not right for you. That's none of your business, okay? You're the only one I can talk to. I'm so afraid Chad won't like me. He's so cool and handsome and say you like a boy, huh? Dang it, I forgot to close the door. Don't worry, I'll help you. We'll come up with a workout routine and a diet plan for you. Thanks, I'll pass. Oh, honey, helping girls is my job. Well, I wasn't losing anything, was I? Okay, you have 10 days until the party to make me pretty. She signed me up for a stretching class and wrote a healthy eating plan for me. Repeat after me. Oh! I'm only gonna eat one cupcake. You have a diet to follow, young lady. Are these for me? I need to stay strong for the sake of Chad. Over the next 2 weeks, I constantly felt tired. One day, I came home and I heard my parents arguing. I'm sick of this! Baby, Dad and I have talked and decided that you don't need to be on a diet. You're beautiful. Your sister is a pain in the butt. If she doesn't leave Wendy alone, I'll kick her out. Mom, Dad, don't fight. It's okay, really. One day, I came to school and ran into Edwin. Wow, your bike's cool. I bought it yesterday. My new headphones are missing. My folks will kill me. Don't worry, your birthday's coming up. We'll chip in for new ones. When the day of the party came, my stomach was in knots. Go to a beauty salon and ask them to do your makeup. Actually, cosmetics age your skin. You're the best mom in the world. I had managed to lose a few pounds over the past 10 days, so I was feeling pretty confident. A new bike and now a suit? Have you won the lottery? You could say that. The party was in full swing when I came to an empty classroom. Chad and I had agreed to meet there. Wendy? Yes, I'm the one that you've been talking to. I liked you as soon as I saw you. Wendy, you... Chad suddenly leaned close to me. Was he about to kiss me? I'm sorry, but you're not my type. Wow, cringe! You should have fallen for Edwin. At least he's in your league. You knew? I saw a photo of your cat on your social media. You used the same photo as your profile pic for your other account, so I figured it out. I wanted to sink through the floor and ran away. Don't cry over Chad. He's not worth it. Edwin came out of nowhere and comforted me. I felt a little better after talking to him. How did everything go? It was fine. Have you been crying? If you have a boy problem, we'll come up with a new plan. I just want to sleep. The next day, everyone at school was talking about me and Chad. How do I turn invisible? Don't mind them. The whole thing will blow over soon. What the what? Is it that jerk again? No, it's a manager of a modeling studio. He wants me to take part in a photo shoot as a plus-size model. At first, I thought that it was some kind of joke, but the studio turned out to be famous, and I agreed to their offer. Yes, just like that. They liked me, and they told me they'd love to sign a contract with me. Here's your money. I was over the moon! That was my first salary! Do you work as a model in a famous studio? That's so cool. Soon, the whole school was talking about me again, except this time with admiration. One day, I wanted to go to a coffee shop at recess and get myself something sweet. Oh no! What is it? My wallet's gone! It's not the first time something's gone missing. There's a thief at school. I bet it's the goth. Have you seen his new clothes and bike? Where'd he get the money for that? It's not me. Edwin, show me what's in your backpack. You have no right to search me. What are you doing? These are my headphones. And that's my money, and Wendy's. Edwin's phone suddenly rang. He answered it and ran off. He wouldn't have run if he was innocent. I couldn't believe Edwin was a thief. But then I remembered seeing him sneaking around the camp at night. Can we talk? We already are. I'm sorry. I was a jerk. You're a great girl and deserved better. Let me make it up to you. Do you want to hang out with me after school? Oh, vanilla unicorns. I desperately wanted to agree. Come on, you know you want to. Wendy, don't be a doormat. Where is your self-respect? Sorry, but I already have plans. Chad was more persistent than I expected. The next morning, he sent me flowers and a box of chocolates. This is what happens when people listen to my invaluable advice. Edwin didn't come back to school, and Chad sat down next to me. He was being so sweet. I couldn't help but agree to go out with him. Chad brought me to an expensive cafe. I think I forgot my card at home. Could you pay? Yeah. No problem. The day after that, we hung out at the mall. It's cool, right? Could you lend me some money for it? The way Chad was acting was seeming a bit weird to me. I don't have that much money. You're a model. Don't they pay you? They do, but I'm not Kim Kardashian. Okay, chill. I was just joking. You know, Chad is not as perfect as I thought he was. I liked him more when we were texting. The next morning, I came to school early and suddenly heard voices coming from our classroom. I'm so sick of my parents. Dad has problems at work, which means I have no pocket money. I even stooped to talking to Wendy because she'll pay for me. Framing Edwin was a great idea. That moron didn't even notice when I planted my headphones on him. If my father doesn't deal with his issues soon, I'm gonna have to steal again. You nasty, lying slug! I'm gonna tell the principal everything! You're not getting away with this! Who's gonna believe you? Look at yourself. You know, I love myself and my looks. I'm glad I won't have to waste any more time on you. I was ashamed of myself for believing in Edwin's guilt so easily. I called him, but he didn't answer. Then I went to the principal's office. I told him about Chad, and I found out Edwin's address. His dad opened the door. You have a beautiful home. Do you think we lived in a crypt? When Edwin got back home, I apologized to him and we made up. But where did you get the money for all those things? I wanted to become a vet, and I've been helping out in a private clinic. They pay me well. I love all animals, not just snakes. There's a lot of work at the clinic right now, and that's why I've been skipping school. And where did you go that night at the camp? It might be hard to believe, but people sometimes need to pee. When I came home, there were a bunch of pissed off girls by our windows. Come on out! Give us our money back! What's going on out here? Turned out, my aunt was a con woman. She took money from her clients, but they never got any results. Give them their money back, or I'll call the police. Okay. Your house isn't being renovated, is it? My dissatisfied clients found out my home address. That's why I decided to move in with you for a while. Well, here's some invaluable advice for you. Don't con people anymore. When the school found out that Chad was a thief, everyone turned their backs on him. For the last 6 months, I've been doing sports and watching my diet. Not to make anyone like me, but for my own health. I no longer work as a model, but I help Edwin at the clinic, and now I want to become a vet too. We're good friends. By the way, are you happy with your looks, or is there something you want to change?